We find Leinara asleep in bed, taking a nice long rest. When... You know, I was going to ask you to make a religion check. I don't think you have a choice to fail this check. I've decided. You will be succeeding this check, no matter what.
Thanks, I guess.
As you awaken suddenly, as the world around you breaks away and almost shatters apart around you, as you find yourself standing on this like broken piece of Earth, almost as if you're standing in an asteroid belt with this like purple nebula in the distance. On this almost like flat chunk of rock, you can look out to these other rocks nearby. There's one a bit higher up across this almost like rift where you can see this like nebula sparking with purple and pinkish lightning and like plasma and energy. As you look up across this rift to a tall figure with a pointed hat with a long, wide brim, horns that come up through holes in the hat, a long gray beard, these bladed pauldrons, and this broken star staff. As you see the god of the stars, the god of magic himself, Zingulkar, turn around and look down at you. I had hoped you would contact me willingly, though I can see why you would not. You can see he looks down at you, seeing if you have anything to say before he gets into what he has to say.
Leinara just bows their head and kind of just looks at the ground. They don't really have anything to say to this.
You have made many grave mistakes. Ones you and your friends nearly paid for with their lives. You believed Heliodor's trickery, attempted to stay within a sweet illusion when there was work to be done. But it doesn't stop there. You led a corrupted Leshy to innocent people. You nearly died trying to kill a handful of centipedes. You followed a monster from beyond the edge of the world into a trap, and nearly started a conflict with Vandrosol. You have failed over and over, and you will fail again, and again, and again. Yet here you stand, having found the petrification cure, retrieved the information I required from Queensport, escaped Dorakgara with your allies, made it to the altar to warn Krotha of the Conclave, and even defeated Heliodor. After all my eons of watching mortals live their lives, I would be a fool to expect perfection. You are young, wrapped up in machinations beyond your grasp. It is inevitable that you will fail. Yet each time you do, you have shown that you will stand once more to face your next trial, and to get the job done. You're but a little star, flickering light in the dark, yet full of potential to burn bright. To falter is not to have your light extinguished. You shall grow, you shall learn, and you will make mistakes. Your failures may be the cause of the deaths of those you care for, yet to let yourself be consumed by guilt is to dishonor their memory and their sacrifice. If you cannot fight to save them, fight to honor their loss. You will fail. You are only mortal. Yet even the divine are not without their flaws, as you have seen firsthand. Now, I am at least pleased that you did not offer an immediate defense of your mistakes. But I would hope you have an understanding of where you have gone wrong.
Yes, my lord.
You can see he lifts a hand with the staff in it and slams it down on the ground as you actually feel the ground underneath you lift, and it is going to lift up and almost like I think the word, see, I was going to say crash into. You softly kind of collide with this other asteroid, and he's going to gesture for you to walk with him for a moment across this this almost moon-like surface.
Leinara's gonna follow him.
Child, you have done and accomplished things that are beyond what I expected of you. You do not need fear my wrath as long as your heart and will is aligned with mine. Yet, do remember that myself and the other warlocks can be useful in your own plight. Our purposes are aligned. Remember this. There will be much, much more to do.
Yes, of course. Thank you, my lord. I know where I have gone wrong, and I will do my best to grow from that. Thank you.
Honestly, in this moment, he does not feel as like large and imposing as normal. As he turns around and kind of sets a hand on your shoulder. He's still taller than you, and looks down at you.
While it's important to learn from your mistakes, don't forget what good you have done to get yourself here. Now,
I won't.
you best get back. You have a lot of work ahead of you. Rest while you're in the city, and figure out your next move. And remember, the stars are something you can always look to for guidance. There is much work to be done.
And he is going to begin to disappear as you see like almost like these stars start illuminating on him, almost as if he's slowly disassembling into a constellation. Is there anything else you want to say before he disappears?
But I do know Leinara would like to apologize.
For what?
Just in general, I guess. For all that Zingulka spoke of their interests and their hearts being aligned, Leinara knows there's one thing that they definitely are not. And, you know, like, they've tried to align that bit of their heart with what they know must be, what they should be honored is, but they just can't. And for all that they believe in their god, because what else are they meant to believe in at this point? They still can't help but want to go back.
If you don't have a specific way you want to phrase this, I could say you could just communicate this to him. You could just say you explain this for a moment.
works.
As you can kind of see him like disappearing into starlight.
There is no need to apologize. It is natural to want what one cannot have. But I warn, that path brings only sorrow. It is for your good to not pursue it, not mine.
And with that, he disappears. And it almost feels like the world around you, these asteroids come crashing down as you snap awake again in bed. It is still late at night. You can go back to sleep if you want. Either way, you'll get a full long rest. I'd say maybe it's like 3 a.m.
I don't think Leinara's going back to sleep after that. If it's okay, could they just slip out into like, I don't know, is there a backyard or like front porch or something and just...
There's kind of like a front porch, or you could go up to the rooftop. A lot of these houses are kind of built on slopes, so the rooftops are usually the kind of yard area.
Yeah, then they just go up to the roof and sit there for a while.
Yeah, you can sit out there under the stars. And with that, the die is cast, and welcome to Spellcheck. We rejoin our party after they have killed Sergio Heliodor after thwarting his plans, attended his memorial to pretend as if they weren't the ones who just did that, under command of the other oligarchs of the city. And our party reunited with a couple people from their past, Kaerith with Solera, and Ro with her daughter. And Kenzie with a boat, a really cool boat, which will now be under the command of the Shattered Blade, as well as Admiral Victor Redfrost. Over the course of a couple days, you guys would have a couple public appearances to do as a result of the contract, just like once a day. Some of them aren't even like things that are supposed to look planned, but it's more like, oh, they just happen to be in a public space, though. It was very meticulously planned by the oligarchs where to appear. Is there anything particular you'd like to say you've gotten done in this couple days? I think maybe like 3 days, we'll say. Also, your new threads will be done fairly soon, before you leave the city, but probably not in the next couple days.
Can I get my shield yet?
Yes, Leinara, you can go and find an armorer to get some nice bracers made. I think that would cost you maybe, I'll call it 15 gold, I think. It's a little bit more expensive than normal shield, but for the drip, it's worth it. These are going to function as a shield, though. In character, we've actually talked about this. They are these kind of metal bracers to essentially bring up in front of you to block attacks. Pretty much turn your forearm into a shield on each side.
Could Ro go get a weapon of some kind?
What kind of weapon would you like?
I don't know. Maybe a sword or something.
Okay. Well, just a little sword. Okay. You'd have to go to a blacksmith and get this custom ordered, because it is very small. He'd kind of look and say, "Yeah, I can get something working." It would maybe cost, we'll call it, let's see, what I believe a normal short sword is. Do you want a short sword, scimitar? What are we looking for? Rapier?
A short sword.
Okay.
I don't know. Sure. I don't know. Yeah.
A rapier is probably one of your best one-handed options. A short sword is good if you want dual wield.
Okay, she'll go for the rapier then.
Okay. I believe a normal rapier is 50 gold. Getting it custom ordered, I'm going to say since it's less materials, but a little bit more fine effort, it'll end up being about 60. So a little more, because it is a little bit more fine craftsmanship needed. And for that price, I'd say they'll make it pretty nice. They're already making it custom. They'll make sure it's nice. Practically using like thin metal wire for the handle, almost like a basket rapier. Is that going to really protect much? Maybe against a fae, but it does look very nice. This blacksmith clearly prides himself on his work. Is there anything anyone else would like to go out and look for?
Yes, Kaerith would just like to go try to find a magic item of sorts. Something that would keep him alive longer, and yeah, that's generally the idea that he's looking for.
That... Well... Here's the thing. There are a lot of magic items in this city. I can try and narrow something down for you, but most magic items that you would have access to other places you could find here unless they're a specialty of another place. Even some of those are here. So are you looking for armor, an artifact that maybe increases your constitution? What is there anything specific you'd be looking for?
I'd say some sort of artifact that just helps him survive longer. Something that benefits his constitution.
I think I know one. Alright. There is an item that is very expensive. In fact, there are a couple options. But I believe the one that you would be most interested in is an Amulet of Health. It is a rare magic item. It sets your constitution score to 19, which is a modifier of +4. Your current modifier is +2. This would instantly increase your hit points by, I think, 14. And every level, it would be an additional 2 hit points. It's quite a bit. This is pretty pricey.
How much will it from me?
Let's see, for a rare magic item, honestly, I'll call it, since you've just got 1,000 gold, I'll say it's a flat 1,000 gold. If you were able to negotiate it down a bit. This is a pricey magic item. This is like everything you've got. It is a rare magic item after all. But it would give you a lot of health.
I will get it. Anything is
cool.
Seeing SirArcher's smile is worth more than a couple pieces of platinum.
Yeah. Thinking about keeping yourself alive to fulfill that promise, you go out and purchase this Amulet of Health for 1,000 gold. As your hit points are going to greatly increase. This is essentially the equivalent for you specifically of taking the tough feat. You're going to have a lot more hit points as long as you're attuned to this artifact. And Kenzie, is there anything you'd like to do while you're in the city?
There's probably nothing she'd want to buy per se, but I'm assuming she's still carrying around her hand that got chopped off.
Yes. Which I think we have talked about off camera. I don't know if we've talked about this. I think we talked about someone casting Preserve on it constantly, so I think it is still fresh as of what we've talked about. Which is incredibly morbid, but yeah, you still have it.
Kenzie would probably find somewhere quiet in the city, maybe away from other people, just in case, and then start a small fire and toss the hand in. Because it's similar to the Jackalkin funeral rituals. Yeah, that's what she would spend her day doing probably.
Yeah. As you throw this into the fire, you know that a lot of people that you knew were killed by the Phoenix Conclave, and you have come here and you have killed one of their most important people, and someone who was associated with the very family who had been fighting this war against your people for so long. And I think watching that burn definitely brings back the memory of the funerals for the people you've lost. But you know you've done them proud. Over this next couple days, you guys can relax, leveling up to level 7, which we've already done off camera. And eventually, at Rose's house, you would receive a message from Solanima. You can see it's signed Lord Malachi Solanima, pretty much asking you to meet him for a discussion down in the caves. There's just something he wants to talk about. It's in a different spot than normal. It's not somewhere you've been to, but I think with having to meet with Solanima a couple times over the last couple days and needing to slip around the city to specific locations, you guys would have learned a little bit more about the tunnel systems. You guys could figure out where to go. Would you guys like to go and meet up with Solanima?
Yes, but I think we want to do something first.
Oh? Okay. Yeah.
I feel like Kenzie should do it.
Okay.
Kenzie, I don't think can, because Kenzie's not
suggest
magic.
it, but, like,
Initiate it.
I was about to say, I've seen what you guys are talking about in the chat, and I'm like, I don't think Kenzie's magic, last I checked.
No, she is.
Oh, really? Crazy. Didn't know. Yeah, what would you guys like to do?
Kenzie would probably like pull Nara, not even pull Nara aside, because it's kind of a thing. It's like, we should probably tell Krug what's happened here.
Oh!
Killing Heliodor, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And also, I want them to be prepared in case anything happens.
What do you mean in case anything happens?
Well, did we see the letter from?
We'll say, if you guys want, you guys did say you wanted to do this. We could say you did this the day after the previous episode, or the day before, like before the letter shows up, if you want.
What letter?
The
I meant
missive from Heliodor.
I thought we were talking about the one that Ezraphil sent to Krog.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
I think we got it. We read it out.
We did,
you
because
read that
Kaerith read it out.
Yeah, you guys read that.
Okay. Well, they said, like, don't attack any one of their people, and we've just kind of killed Heliodor.
Oh.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, maybe we should have done that, like a week ago. Okay. Give me, like, an hour. I can prepare sending, is anyone good with words? Because we only have 25 of them.
We can think of something.
We could say, killed Heliodor. Watch out. We're very sorry.
No, I think we need to include a little more information that I don't know why I'm still here. I need to go prepare the spell.
What information? What other information do we need? Fucked shit up.
Boss ass bitch.
Yeah, I think,
Well,
let's
I'm just
see.
thinking we should.
That's 5. That's 5 more to add. Or no, 6, sorry.
I just feel like we should maybe include the fact that Heliodor was, one of the high priests, and that's who we,
Yeah.
and maybe
Okay.
let him know that Sandrigar is not really going to be a huge deal anymore. Because
Killed
the
High
Oligarch-
Priest Heliodor. Fucked shit up.
Boss ass
Santrigar
bitch.
is chill.
Sorry, Kaerith, what did you say? I didn't hear it.
You boss ass bitch.
Okay, that and fucked shit up feel a little extraneous, considering we only have 25 words.
I would like to ask, are you guys going to notify the Jackalkin that the Mako's under your control? They are pirates and do know about that
Oh,
shit.
wow,
that
yeah,
no
no,
one
no,
knows
that as
about.
well.
Yeah, we can do that.
that makes sense. Both powers.
Mako's ours or something.
Exactly.
Does someone have parchment?
Do we still have the parchment of like the map Solalma gave us?
Wait, no, I have a journal. Hold on.
We can use the back of the wanted poster I drew for Kaerith.
No, I think we should preserve that.
This is gonna be half the episode.
The journal. I feel like this is just a great insight to us trying to make any decision, like, ever.
Yeah.
I will warn you guys, there is other stuff to do today that I'm worried about time for.
Okay, great.
So-
Okay, how about this? We don't come up with the exact message. We just tell you. We're gonna tell him. Heliodor was the composer. He's dead. Sojagar's not a problem. Mako's under our control. We just tell all of that. Or we can just say that.
Okay, all of that, by the way, what you just said is literally under 25 words. Cool. You can just
Perfect.
say that.
Wait, no. Yeah, wait, no. Add the Mako is ours.
Yeah,
I did.
honestly, that can fit. That's still like 20.
Yeah.
That's well under. We'll call that all good. We'll say that's the message you send. Let me just figure out a 25-word response, since he does get to respond in kind. I have already been typing it, don't worry, because I need to figure that out.
Perfect.
You would hear, in your mind, in Krog's voice, "Good work. Azrael has backed off, left area. Sculptor left shortly after you. Undead remains. Rust Rock safe currently. Good luck." That's the response you get.
Great, and Nara's gonna relay that.
So it seems like I'll say you can easily get from that. Birchta and Ezrafael have left the area already. It seems like Ezrafael left recently while Latondre left at some point, like right after you did. Birchta's still in the area, so they don't know what's going on there. But they're all safe right now, actually. Shockingly. Cool. If that's all you guys want to do, we will move on back. We'll jump back to the point at which you received this missive from You guys can, you don't have to expend a spell slot for sending, since that's a different day. If you guys like, you can go down to the caves. I assume you do?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys make your way down into the caves, and can actually find this is a vineyard that you are headed to right now. You'd see the figures of Solanima and 4 druids standing around outside this kind of old, broken down dwarven house. This is an underground vineyard. I have mentioned in the past Garin wine and said you have seen no vineyards on the surface. This is where this grows. As you come down into this place and walk up to Solanima, he'll kind of walk forward through all the other druids. All right, why'd you call us here?
What?
You said you needed something. What do you need?
No, you didn't you write to us?
You can see all the druids immediately turn toward the house, as if they have seen something on Tremor Sense. As, their Tremor Sense is always active. The two of you who have Tremor Sense, it is not, so you wouldn't immediately detect whoever this is. You can see a slightly taller than average man, arms folded comfortably behind his back, a hammer slung at his hip, a white robe trimmed in gold, and a white mask with gold details. As you see,
Fuck off.
currently wingless, Ezrafael, the Ember Angel, step out, looking frankly not too worried about the situation. Boots clicking against the stone floor. Well, it is nice to meet all of you again. It has been a while. Long time no see.
I'd just like to say that Kaerith would prepare his staff, just like hold it in case of anything, but out, not the bone form.
I have not come here to fight, or I would have struck already. I am under the belief that all that is broken can be remade in fire. I am not without forgiveness, but you have taken something from me. Couple things, seen. Particularly, the life of my high priest. He was just a kid, frankly. Murdered, struck down for his beliefs, and then used to stoke the fires of hate against those very same beliefs that he held so strongly up until death. Well,
So what do you want?
I want to talk. And he's going to walk straight up to you guys. Just completely doesn't seem like he has a worry in the world. And I'll just say he is within melee range of everybody right now.
Could Nara back
Just-
up?
Yeah,
Couple
you
steps.
can. Yeah. He has his hands folded behind his back, weapon at his hip, not in his hand. Now, you people have hurt my flock deeply, and I'm here to humbly request that you do not continue this pattern of behavior.
We don't mean any harm. We wouldn't want to hurt anybody.
You murdered a man, frankly.
We didn't. But we didn't want to murder him. We had to defend ourselves.
Not what I hear. I have eyes a lot of places.
Well, maybe those eyes are lying to you.
I don't think they are. Youngin. You can see he like practically makes a point of saying youngin to one of the oldest people here.
How old are you if you think I'm young then?
I've seen before the theoclism.
Hmm.
I am very old now. I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
Now,
So you're a
here's the
fragile old
terms.
man.
Perhaps.
Bro!
Go on then. What's the terms?
Each of you stops anything you're doing against my people. Issue a public apology to my people for what they've done. That part can be negotiated. That's less important as long as the action isn't taken. That's more to deter vigilantism against my flock. And then just mind your own business, frankly. If you don't want to be part of the future, I'm not gonna force you. But I can't have you fighting against it.
How are we meant to mind our own business when your business will cause our entire families to die and cease to exist?
Well, if you believe that I am what I say I am and can do what I plan to do, then
Well, I
I'm not
know
sure
what you
why you're
plan
on the
to
other
do.
side.
You plan to kill every single one of your conclave members. We have seen how many of your members dead. So what, I'm supposed to encourage my children to join you just to die at your hand?
They did not die at my hand. These people, these proud people, gave their lives willingly, fighting for a dream of a better world.
But you wouldn't
all
die
who come
for your
after.
dream.
I would.
You wouldn't.
Would without a
You
doubt.
wouldn't. But then you come here complaining that your precious little boy died for your dream.
If I did not care about my flock, I would not be here today.
But you let them die all the time, so why does this one matter?
War is war. And we wage war against
So
the
this is
divine.
war. Well, if this is war, then I think we know what we have to do.
I'm going to ask you in this moment to not message between each other. It does not seem like the Ember Angel is going to strike first. And I want you each to message me. Do you want to attack? You have a 9-1 advantage at the moment. This is a strong opponent. But you may never get a chance like this again. And you know, he is hunting down Iker. He is killing gods. Every day, every month you let this man survive, he gets stronger. At some point, you may not have a chance to beat him anymore. So I'd like you each to message me. Do you want to attack? If you do, you will get a surprise round. This does mean advantage on any attacks you make. And he will not be able to attack immediately. So I just want a specific question. Yes, I attack. No, I do not. I know 2 answers already that I just saw. Okay. I need everyone to roll initiative against the Ember Angel.
All of us?
Wait, all of
As
us? Wait, did...
Every single person has chosen to attack.
Oh my god!
In a unanimous decision. It's go time.
Holy shit.
You do have 5 allies with you as well. We're all going to go as well. I'm going to roll for Solanima
You said it was
as one and
advantage?
the Druids as the rest. Any attacks you make during this first round will have advantage. So we are going to roll initiative, and then anything you make is technically a surprise attack. So yes, you'll have advantage. If you're going to release some crazy attacks, the first round's the time to do it. I will say, Solanima and the Druids do not go for the surprise attack. It will just be you 4 this first round.
Wait, Les, do you want to switch?
I would be happy to.
Okay, so... Okay, man, the Druids rolled bad. That's not good. They're going last. You guys all rolled great, by the way. I'm looking at this spread of initiative, and I'll just read it out. 21, 20, 19, 18. Very good.
We're already.
They're jumping on this guy.
Yep, all of us.
I will say, there is one roll that beats you guys with a 26. He will not be going this round because he is being surprise attacked. But he does have the highest initiative count, so we'll go at the start of round 2. Alright, so that is going to be Kaerith. I'm just going to lump actually Slam in with the rest of the Druids because they all go together. Okay, so what I'm going to ask is I'd like everyone to quickly roll whatever you're going to roll and write it down. Actually, I'll just tell you his AC, what you need to hit him. And then you can tell me the damage in a second, what you do. And we'll have it be all at once, as if because your characters have unanimously, unspokenly, decided to just mug this guy all at once. So we'll describe it all at once. As you guys can total it up. The DC, or his armor class, is 20. And I know that is absurdly high, but good luck.
Sorry, could I have my question answered?
Let's see. Which one?
Does Stardust Chains have any upcasting bonus? If I upcast it, will there be any? Do I do extra damage? Do I or is it just flat?
I believe it does. Oh, if it doesn't already say, I believe that one is supposed to do 1 extra damage die per level. Every time it does damage, so should be quite a bit. As you all attack, these threads of starlight and stardust try and wrap up around him as Leinara casts a new spell, Stardust Chains, which is homebrew for this particular thing and that class. Unfortunately, though, as these wrap around his arms, you see as he almost just practically forces his arms up, flexes through it, and these chains dissipate and shatter as you can't quite concentrate on this, though you're still able to hex him. As a dagger flings by his head, barely missing him from Ro, this tiny little dagger. Could have gone through the eye socket, frankly, of the mask if he wasn't a little slower. As you see this quarterstaff from Kaerith come slamming down into his chest, as the shockwave of Seismic Smite with a natural 20 to hit echoes around it, as well as a Chill Touch in the same turn, which is a total of 70 damage from Kaerith. As Kenzie is able to stab through this cloak, you actually feel as there are plates of armor under this cloak. It seems like he's actually wearing plate armor under this, as it still finds a gap in the armor and jabs and tries to dig into his side with another nat 20 with sneak attack and seismic smite from Kenzie, doing another 78 damage. As you guys do all of this to him, and you watch as a small bit of red blood with this almost golden sheen to it, just a drop, runs down his side. As he is resistant to all of this, unfortunately, and he has a lot more health to go, as he takes 74 damage because of resistance and is still well in the triple digits.
Okay, we may have fucked up.
It's his turn. Here we go. Oh, who's he gonna go after first? You see as he turns to all of you, that was a mistake. And he is going to pick up his hammer off of the side of his cloak and his belt, raise it up in the air, and it illuminates this entire cavern. And he is going to go for an attack on... I'm gonna roll... You know what? I'll roll a d20. Kaerith and Kenzie, odd or even?
Even.
Odd.
Does a 29 hit, Kaerith?
Yeah.
All right. You feel this hammer slam down, and this is going to do... Let me just calculate this real quick. You take 88 damage as you are slammed into the ground, instantly unconscious, I believe. I don't think you're I mean, what's your max HP
No.
currently?
74. I died.
Instant grievous wound as well. As this
Oh,
slams
yeah.
down into you. We'll get to that in a bit. He does still have more to do on his turn, unfortunately. As he is going to bonus action wing slash as these golden fire wings emerge from his back, and he is going to make everyone make a dex save. Except
Even the
Kaerith,
dead
he's
ones?
down on the ground.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, crap, you are in the radius of this. This is just going to make you auto-fail a death save. Unfortunately. This is an AoE.
21.
You pass.
That was so close to a nat one. I almost just cried then.
23.
21.
And that one might just insta-down you guys, by the way.
It wasn't a nat one, it wasn't. It was.
Yeah, but if you had gotten it, that probably would have been instantly down.
Yeah.
Kenzie?
23.
Okay.
That sounds really
Yeah.
Guys, I think we fucked
You guys
up.
all pass, actually, I believe. You guys all got the 20, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
this is only going to do half damage. You only take 13 fire damage. And you know what? He'll leave it there for this turn. Kenzie, you're up.
I have a question about the fire damage. Can I use absorb elements from that? Because it's
Yes.
How much damage would that be then?
It would
Would
reduce
not.
it to 6.
6. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected after that first turn.
I'm going to cunning action disengage. And just start running.
Fair enough. I mean, he's fast. We'll see if he's fast enough. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Oh,
Do you want to, like, attack before you disengage? Because disengage is a bonus action for you.
oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I will use my short sword and attack him.
Alright.
Which is a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
And then I get sneak attack still, because...
Yep.
13 damage.
Okay. 13 damage.
Oh no, 16 damage, sorry.
16. That's easier to divide. Okay. We'll add that on. Honestly, it feels like you're just not doing enough still. He is extremely durable. And since you hit him with an attack, he is going to use a reaction and retaliate before you disengage out after doing the attack action. He's going to make one attack on you. Actually, I already rolled on, though I just re-rolled. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is going to deal 20 bludgeoning damage and 19 fire damage.
Okay.
I believe you're still up, correct?
Yeah.
Nice. We'd love to see it. Yeah, you can disengage out of there after that. Ro, you're up. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this was messaged to me. Leinara Helspur from Ro's previous turn.
Can she go pick up her dagger that failed to hit?
Yeah, I'll say it didn't go far past him. You don't have to leave attack range. Actually, he already used his reaction, so you just can't. You can go grab it. Anything else you want to do? I'll say that's your object interactions. You've only used movement and object interactions so far.
So I still have an action and
Yeah.
bonus action.
I'm gonna be very generous this fight because this is something else. This is beyond the scope of what you guys have fought thus far.
Well, then after picking it up, she'll just throw it again and see if it hits.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's do you say his DC was 20?
His AC is 20,
His AC,
yes.
sorry. Okay, well that's 17 plus 8, which is above 20. So
That'll hit.
it will hit. And as it hits, it explodes into acid damage.
Alright.
Let me just
How much
figure
is
out
that?
what.
I believe this is your
Sorry.
last dagger and which is going to be destroyed by this, but probably a good time to use it.
Yeah. Why doesn't it say? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I roll for it. Oh, 5d8.
Yep.
Sorry. D8. Yep. Okay.
I'll just say, you guys can probably tell by now, this is the strongest enemy I've thrown at you guys. By far.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
Just a little
guessed.
bit.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Just a little bit.
That's 35 damage.
Okay. Yeah, he
And
takes
30
a
of it
chunk
was
of
acid
that.
damage.
Let's see, so 35 turns into 19. More damage that he takes. You guys have done over 100 damage already. Even through resistance. So that's pretty good. Anything else you want to do? Or is it or are we going to Kaerith next?
I don't think that she has anything else she can do.
Cool. Kaerith, I need a death save. Just message me
Yeah.
the answer, and we'll move straight on to Leinara. Don't tell everyone else, just tell me. Leinara, what do you want to do?
Seeing as Ro has decided to take up the offensive, which, fair enough. Seeing as Ro has decided to take the offensive, which is fair. Nara is gonna go. Maybe not the wisest thing to do, but you know, they're gonna run in, and they're going to use Cure Wounds on Kaerith.
Alright. You are able to cast Cure Wounds on Kaerith.
Awesome.
How much healing is that? Also, I will just say, after casting Cure Wounds, you can tell he was on 2 death save fails. So about to
Holy
die.
shit!
Wait, no. A 10 is a pass.
Unfortunately, 10 is a fail. It's 11 and up, since it's a 50-50.
That's 15.
1 through 10 is fail, 11 through 20 is pass.
Okay.
Alright, that is, yeah,
No,
15 is
wait, I
pretty
did my
solid.
math wrong. I'm so sorry. That's actually 12.
Ooh. Hate to see it. Well, it's something. Okay, that does mean, I believe, Kaerith is within one-shot range, full one-shot range still. Because, I believe if Kaerith takes 86 damage in a single turn, which is very possible with this enemy,
What do you mean?
then it could be game over for Kaerith instantly. Alright. Next up is the Druids. Except no, it's not going to be, I don't think.
You're
Because someone has legendary actions still.
Hmm.
And is going to cast, let's see, a 7th level spell. I need everyone to make a dex save. You're really gonna want to pass this one. If you've got Bardic Inspiration, if you've got Heroic Inspiration, use it. How far is Kenzie away? You might be out of this.
Does disengage do full action? Full movement?
Disengage doesn't add any movement, it just means no one can take reactions against you.
Right.
You know what? Since he already used a reaction against you, I'd say you could have dashed and gone double movement instead, because he couldn't have done a reaction against you. If you want. I'll be generous and give that to you.
Yeah.
How far is that, though?
Double movement, 60 feet.
60 feet?
Yep.
I don't like
I'm
this
so sorry.
silence.
That's not enough.
Oh no.
He can pick 10 10-foot cubes that are contiguous. He puts 1 on everybody. We'll even say 4 on everybody, but he still would have 6 to send in your direction to make a line long enough to hit you still. Unfortunately. What's everyone saves? Just wondering.
Natural
18.
20.
Natural 20? Nice.
I got an 18.
18, that's a fail.
14.
That's a fail.
And-
Okay.
It's also a fail.
Guys,
That's great.
There are not many times in a D&D game where I feel this guilty about making an attack. But I will let you know right now what I'm about to roll. This is
Guys?
7d10 times 2.
Oh.
guys,
Oh.
I will now roll. I'm going to roll this fully publicly. Whatever the result of this is, that all of the players will be able to see. Double it. And that's how much damage those who failed take. Leinara, you take none because you nat 20'd.
why me?
But everyone
Look,
else,
any other one of you would have been better.
including the druids and Solanima, is going
my
to
God.
take 100 points of fire damage.
Hey guys, see you in the afterlife.
Kaerith is instantly dead. Like that. How many hit points do you get? I just gotta check, I think. And see who else is insta-dead. Because this is real bad. Kenzie, unfortunately, is also, because max HP is 50, insta-dead. Ro's max is 59, hadn't taken much damage yet. I believe Ro is downed, but not insta-dead. Man, I'm glad you guys have Revivify. This is also... let me see how many druids this kills. Okay. 3 of the druids instantly die. Burned alive. As this golden fire erupts in every direction. Solanima is alive. He actually passed. With a natural 19. He barely has any dex, to be honest. It's honestly a miracle. And he also actually has enough health to tank it anyway. He has 150 hit points. He is now down to 100. The other druid that's alive is almost dead. You've lost 3 allies. Actually 5 allies this turn, of the 9. Druid's turn. They're going to hit him with everything they've got, frankly. Oh, Solanima pop off. Crazy. Solanima nat 20. You watch as Solanima, he holds his staff in front of him, and with his elemental magic, he's going to not only be absorbing elements, but he also pass the save. He takes very little, which I believe lessens it to 25. As this fire wraps around him and dissipates heat, slams his staff on the ground, 3 massive rocks, larger than a person, rise up and slam down one after another towards Ezrefael, which is going to do a catastrophic amount of damage, frankly. And the other druid actually hits one of their 2 attacks as well with the same move, but a little bit smaller scale. Oh yeah, he takes a lot of damage from this. You can see as he is pretty much just buried under rocks immediately. And that's the end of round 1. Back to the top of the round.
Oh boy.
Ezreal, buried under rocks. I was gonna say you guys, Leinara, and only Leinara, see gold fire start to come up from this pile of rubble. As it actually seems like some of the rocks start melting away around him as this intense heat, almost like a furnace that is so hot it is melting the rocks around it, starts to emanate, distorting the air with this just wave of heat. As the Ember Angel bursts free from the rocks, these wings spread out again. This is unfortunately not enough to take him down. He is bleeding mildly from the side. Honestly, that looks to have already dried up. There's just a slight stain on the side of his cloak, as well as a slight trickle of blood that you see just dripping, 1 or 2 drips from the bottom of his mask. And that is about it right now. It's his turn. I'm going to see if Cataclysmic Smite recharges. That is what he used on Kaerith earlier. Same thing he used at the execution a while back. There's a 1 in 3 this recharges. And it does not. Lucky for you. Oh boy. What in the world do I want this guy to do? How about... Oh, he absolutely is going to go after, Yeah, no, he's going after. Leinara, I need you to make a dex save, though.
Okay.
Actually, no. Actually, I'm going to switch up what I was going to do. I think that's too boring.
Huh?
I need you. Actually, I just need to know your AC. What's your AC?
14?
It's 20. You feel as he grabs you by the throat. He closes this gap quick, grabs you by the throat, and holds you up. This is gonna hurt. Oh yeah, we built in some trauma today. We built in some good trauma.
North's already watched their entire party die around them. Do we really need to add more on top of that?
I just feel like we've had first party death. Why don't we have second party death?
Third party death, apparently.
Ooh, those are some high numbers. This actually might not down you, to be completely honest.
Huh?
This spell, I'll say, this is a concentration spell. As you are now grappled and restrained as he holds you up in the air by the neck, you are going to take this damage every turn until this concentration breaks, or you can pass a strength save to break free, which is his spell save DC, which is 20. So pretty much you gotta break his concentration, because I don't think you're getting a 20 unless it's a nat 20.
No, I'm really not.
So that's 27 times 2. So I believe that's 54 fire damage.
I'm down. I had 53.
Okay. That is a shame. That is actually all he can do on this turn, though. Cool. Can I get a death save from Ro and Leinara?
Sure.
I got a 10.
Okay. Yeah, I guess there's no reason to hide it right now. We're dead. 2 people are dead, 2 people are in the same boat. Okay. I think as your vision is fading out, Leinara and Ro, you are hurting so bad that your skin is burned. You can see as Ezreal starts to walk towards Solanima, who reaches toward the sky with one hand and the staff in the other, and you hear a massive cracking sound as you watch as Ezreal looks up. This is the first time Ezrail's spoken since really the start of the fight. You wouldn't dare. Solanima seems to be concentrating too hard to really speak right now. I will let you both who are currently down make a perception check with disadvantage to try and figure out what in the world he just saw.
Fuck.
10. No, I lied. 8.
12.
12? I'll say with a 12, I think you would understand that whatever Solanima's doing, he's threatening mutually assured destruction, essentially. As you can see him still looking pretty beat up, holding this staff up. It almost looks like he is holding an invisible weight that is so much heavier than whatever he can hold. Like his hands are shaking, blood is running down his face. You can actually see like blood starts to drip from his nose just concentrating on this spell, whatever it is. As Ezrafael is going to flap his big wings out and look down at the people all around him, lying on the ground dead or dying. Trifle with me again, and I will finish this job. But our doors are always open, for all that is broken can be remade. As these wings flap, and he is going to disappear out of your vision, off into the cave. As you can see, the other very injured druid is going to start to rush over to the two of you who are injured on the ground currently. And I'm going to roll Cure Wounds for Ro first, I think. I think he could realize a bard. This is a magic user, he knows what to do. Okay, I rolled 1 too few d8s. Ro, you heal 21. And as you come back to consciousness, you can see 2 of your friends dead on the ground. One of them is actively dying. Leinara, can I get another death save?
6.
Okay. Ro, would you go over to Leinara to go heal, or would you go and try and revivify someone?
Ooh. Well, oh gosh. She'll go revivify Kaerith.
The other guy is gonna go try and heal Leinara. That is a 14 healing for Leinara. Kaerith, you feel... For Kaerith, what happened pretty much is got bashed into unconsciousness, woke up, and then everything lit on fire, and then died. As you like feel your heart start, you can feel it is hard to breathe. You're at 1 HP. It feels like you're drowning almost for a moment until you can roll over, as you can cough up the blood that was filling your lungs. You were in bad shape. I mean, you got killed instantly with a fire attack. I mean, like your feathers are like singed off right now. Until you're healed, you are in horrible condition. And Ro, I assume you have another revivify that you're gonna go use.
Yes, on Kenzie now. Absolutely.
You can revivify Kenzie as well. And as you start, you can just feel everything just hurts. You feel you have broken bones. Honestly, you don't even feel like you want to stand up right now. And as you look around, looking straight up at the ceiling, it looks like the cave ceiling is like halfway in the process of collapsing, as if the rocks are frozen in midair and are trying to knit themselves back into the ceiling. It looks like the entire cave was about to collapse. And I think Ro, Leinara, and Kaerith, you would also be able to look up and see that this is what Solanima was casting. Essentially a mutually assured destruction in the form of stone shape to bring down the entire cavern. And it seems like even Ezrafael in all of his power backed off from being buried under 300, 400 feet of rock. As this stone knits back together and solidifies into a ceiling again, he immediately just drops unconscious on the ground. Leaving the four of you and this druid as the only people around here. The entire field around you is scorched and still smoldering. Now that you've gotten a taste of what Ezrafael is actually capable of. And I think it's time I go over a few things real quick. Looking at the aftermath of this fight, it is clear that you did not get away unscathed. Kaerith, as you touch your face, you feel blood coming down from one side of your face, and you feel your vision has been reduced. It seems like this burn across your eye has taken the function of this eye, and even with these cure wounds, it is not healing properly. Up to you what you want to do, whether you want to try and heal it and just leave it as a non-functional eye, find an eye patch to put over it, a glass eye, or something like that in the future, but you have lost the use of this eye. Kenzie, you feel your balance is a little worse when you stand up. Your tail has been severely damaged. It is a similar situation where it has just been burned so badly it is not really going to be helpful anymore. Ro, you have taken probably the most grievous of these wounds, losing your leg from the hip down on one side to the fire. It doesn't seem like this is going to be functional anymore. It is still attached since it's just fire, but it is burned to a crisp. You could have it removed or replaced or something in the future. And luckily, Nara, you didn't get any physical wounds. As you've watched everyone get one-shot by this, what is hard to describe now as anything less than an angel or a god, really. You can feel your hands shaking, covered in blood. This will stick with you, as this grievous wound is not physical, but mental. As it will be very hard to face this particular enemy again in the future. And on that slightly dour note, but with our characters alive, if not intact, that will be the end of this episode. And the end of this arc, in fact. And we will join for a new arc very soon. So thank you, everyone, for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.